Morning. The ponytails all over the place. Let's see. It is Thursday, and I feel like it's a Monday because I am super not prepared for the weekend. Let's see. Happy Thursday, everyone. I am going to be sewing a make today that I just need to sew something that's not a tutorial or like a strike, something that I want to sew for my upcoming Comic-Con, just to relax because I wasn't able to sew for the past couple days and test out the machines and make sure everything is running properly. I still have to go through a lot of stuff. Good morning. Hey Lynette. So yeah, I'm gonna do a fun sew today. Uh, hey Brenda. I'm gonna do a fun sew because with the flooding and everything that happened this week, I'm frazzled. The best words I can say is I am completely frazzled. So there's like a lot of things that got lost, and I'm still trying to just like catalog it all and figure everything out. So today I'm going to do a fun make. I'm actually going to be making something from that I subscribe to another Patreon person, and they make their own subscriptions. Their name is Sarah Maram, and I think I'm going to make this bag today. I found them on Instagram. They're in Canada, and they have their own. They have you only can get her patterns through her Patreon. So I was like, ooh, that's a really cute bag. I want to make like a Star Wars one. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to make today. Hopefully I can finish it today. My son has track, but if I can finish this bag before they come home from school, I'll be very proud of myself. So I think I'm going to do it all cotton with like a cork bottom. That's what I'm going for right now. I do have materials coming in today that are for 2 bags I have to make. So the way I'm trying to do it is I have my first Comic-Con in the beginning of March. So I'm going to do, I have a planner where I'm basically like planning out 1 day orders, 1 day tutorials, 1 day Patreon, and then like another day for filming tutorials. So, or strikes. So I'm trying to plan out my days like that so that way it won't be chaotic and I'm not trying to figure out what to do first thing in the morning. It's like written out for me. And I'm trying to do week by week, not a whole month, because I hate like trying to say I'm gonna do something for a whole month and it doesn't happen. Right now, yesterday I was like trying to write out sashes for the Patreon's badges. So I was writing that out and I was having fun because it's a very simple sash. It's something that most cosplayers learn how to do to show their flair and their buttons. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's basically what I plan on doing today. The kids are at school, so it's a little bit more quiet. If you hear wind in the background, I still have 2 fans on down here just to make sure everything dries out 100%. Everything is mostly dry, but there is a significant amount of loss of things that some things I could try to recover and buy again, and then there's other things that I'm not going to be able to, like leather, because leather is not replicated, so each hide is different. So things like that. Or like, oh god, I found out faux suede when immersed in water and air dries, it becomes splotchy. Weird thing to learn, but it's good to know. So I could tell my clients that it can be in the rain for a little bit, but it can't be submerged in water. You know? Something like that. Good morning. Yes, it is super chilly right now. My skin and my face is like dying for hydration. I swear I'm putting like mask on all the time. Like so much lotion on my hands and my elbows because it's like the chill is so intense. but it's not freezing over the rain that happened this week so far. So, but I know we have another storm coming in. Yeah. It tis the season for the nor'easters. So that's what's happening over here. Um, Nothing much. Just gonna sew today and relax. Tickets went on sale for Lauren's So Whatever Studio. I see a lot of you guys got tickets, and I'm so excited to meet everyone. Everything's already booked. The plane, the hotel. I am so beyond stoked. And then there's like so many places I'm planning on going this year, and I can't wait to meet everyone. I can't wait to start flying out and start this convention season. My first major convention is in March, and then there's something every month. My husband was saying until September, and then there's nothing in the month of September, and then in October I plan on. Hopefully I'll get accepted to being a teacher at So Magical Expo, and I plan on bringing Kendall this time no matter what. Hopefully, Loki has no other emergencies that will cost us an arm and a leg. So far, so good. He does his Lokiisms, but that's, So Magical Florida, you should definitely try to go to that one. It's so big. And there's so many content creators and so many designers and so many artists that are there. And then there's just so many different walks of life, like from like the runway show, watching people do cosplay, it's so cool to watch and see people's stuff. And then you have brothers, you have all these sewing things here. It's amazing to get like go shopping everywhere in one location. And that's what I really like. And meeting people that I watch on YouTube and I've learned from or whatever. It's just a very cool thing. I know Tennessee was announcing teachers, and they're still looking for teacher applications. I think it either closes today or yesterday. I'm not too sure. But if you ever wanted to be a teacher, you should definitely go for it. I'm not going to Tennessee because Tennessee like goes at the same time as another something else I have in works. So yeah, but I'm only trying to do like one major thing a month, so that way I can compartmentalize and come down and go up, whatever, and deal with the face sinus things. It's in October. That's in October. It's usually, last year was in September, October. I just want to go because secretly me and my husband will be like at night, we're going to be going to Disney World. I want to go to the Galaxy Edge and all that stuff. And I love going to places like amusement parks with just like me and him. And there's not a kid like, I want this. I want this. Can we go here? I got to go to the bathroom. Can we sit down? Do you want to do a break? It's just two people having fun. Yes, she is going to the workshop in June. Sandra has so many cool ideas for that. So I'm really excited about the theme, and hopefully I'm going to reach out to her today to see when we could like talk about the theme and some of the stuff that's going to be at the workshop in North Carolina, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited for all the field trips, cupcakes. I'm just going to say it again, cupcakes. And everybody that's coming, when I say cupcakes, when you leave, you're going to say it. You're going to be like, we need to have t-shirts that say cupcakes, just cupcakes. And then when we see each other, we just nod. We understand. We understand. Best cupcakes you'll ever have in your life. Yeah. So my plan, that's it. My plan is to sew and then clean up one of the work areas. And then I'm trying to do just one a day and not trying to like dive in and be overwhelmed. So sew something, make me happy, clean a little bit, and go. Yeah, that's the plan. That's definitely the plan. And then all these beautiful artists are creating some beautiful fabrics that are about to come your way, and I'll keep you guys posted. There's a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff coming out, and you already know in the beginning of the year is when everybody tries to get their May the 4th information out. So it is sorry, it's drying out. The floor is drying out, but there's things that are damaged that I cannot replace. Like there are some vinyls that are not salvageable. Just some things that are just unbelievably. My whole entire Decaville Heavy that I just bought, the roll, is completely wet, so it's trying to dry out. I'm trying not to think about it too much because it breaks my little heart. Yeah, Sandra's studio looks amazing. I like the color schemes that she has, obviously, because anytime I see blue, I'm like, ooh, blue. So yeah, I'm really excited about going to all of these events, and I'm excited that these makers and sewists and these fellow artists are creating spaces where we all can meet up and sew. Oh, Renetta's a bomb. she's gonna she's gonna be running a 10K when we hit 5K. that's that's not initiative. I don't know what it is. Hey. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've been trying to watch. Oh, I was watching a TV show. I'm only on like the 5th episode, Culprits, on Disney Plus, but it's also on Hulu. And I got sucked into that. I was like, I love like a fast paced like drama thriller, like crime driven thing, like it, like when it's always like a crime spree with like a gang of people and then they all get knocked off and you're trying to figure out who's the one that's killing everybody. It is very fast paced. And I was enjoying it, and then I fell asleep, and then so now I have to go back and rewatch some episodes. Um, so that's what I did mostly yesterday, and played video games on my phone. It was good times. Uh, Today, sewing, take Kink into the track, and just chill and get ready for the weekend because I have like a lot of things, like big things I want to sew. I have a couple tutorials that I need to film. I'm filming the bag of the month for February, and if you're not a part of bag of the month, I have no affiliate link. I do moderation for the group. Next month's bag, this month's bag is gorgeous. I want to make this month's bag. Next month's bag, it's beautiful, and it gives me all the feels for spring and summer. Like you, when I think so, like in the for winter and fall, I actually think smaller bags. I don't know why. I think smaller bags because you're just trying to get to point A to point B. You're cold, right? Spring and summer, I think bigger bags because you have your beach hat, your sunglasses, and you're going to do stuff. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to go to Pilates. You're going to hot yoga. You're going to row a boat, or you're going to run or whatever. So I think bigger bags. And so that my only hint to you is, in my mind, it's a spring summer bag because it's like the perfect get your stuff and go. I actually think it will be a great weekender bag. I think it could be a great everyday work bag. It's a beautiful bag. So I'm really excited about that. So I need to get my materials. It's really hard to figure out the material that I'm going to do for a tutorial. I see some comments like to people and people in general, not just me. Don't sew with black thread. Don't sew with this. Don't do this. Most of the time, people that are doing tutorials are selling their bags and they know their audience. Okay? So let's say if I know my audience likes black and I use black on black, I know it might be difficult and I need to try different angles so you can see or show different things, but it's people are trying to educate and give like the information online, but they're also trying to receive income from the product that they use. Like if I make an all cork bag that doesn't relate to any of my audience, and not only did I waste X amount of dollars on cork, I wasted I have a bag that is just sitting here doing absolutely nothing, and I'm not getting money back from it. So keep that in mind, because I was watching somebody's video the other day, and somebody made a comment like, well, you use white on white, it's hard for us to see. Grant you, you're entitled to your opinion 100%, but I would like, if you like think the outside of the thing, like, is she gonna sell this bag, or is she donating it? What is she doing with this bag or what is he doing with this bag, or what are they doing with this bag? Once you put that in your head, then it's like, oh, pump the brakes. If they're selling it, then they know their target audience. If they're donating it, it might be going to a charity that's asking for certain requirements on the things that get donated. If they're giving it as a gift, then they're giving it to a person that they know and they like certain things. So I was kind of thrown off on that one, because sometimes when I'm when I do a tutorial, I will be like, oh my god, my mom or my sister or my friend or somebody will love this bag, and I'm making the material based off the stuff that I know that they're gonna like, as well as teaching you. So in my head, it's a twofer. I get to teach you, and I get to give somebody a gift or sell it or whatever. And fair warning, from January through August is con season, so everything I make is going to probably be kind of nerdy. Um, because I'm going to be exhibits at conventions, and I need to make sure I have enough inventory for all the conventions I have to do. I know. I try to tell someone that too. There's no way to keep all the stuff on the floor. I know a lot of people were like Tupperware or whatever, and I'm like, it's not that easy, especially being out here because mold and everything grows really fast. Two, having all those things stacked up will make it even more harder to navigate in my room. I don't have a huge space. I have enough space that I can squeeze my butt around everywhere and just iron here and there. But yeah, leathers. I fake leathers, cork, so much. So many paper patterns are destroyed, but I have my machines, so that's the bright side. You know, there's bright side, there's to every dark side, there's some kind of light. My machines were saved. My intuition told me to go downstairs, and I did, and I'm glad that I went down there when I did, because if I would have came down there first thing in the morning, I would have been absolutely devastated and completely alone and not had help to help me clean everything up. I do need to invest into a wet vac, because Lisa made a comment yesterday, and was laughing because the way our basements are in Maryland, the sub pump is usually right next to the sink. Because in Maryland, in the basements in Maryland, you have to have a sink. That's like the law, like part of the have that thing. You have to have a sink. So the way my basement's set up, it is 3 rooms. It is when you come downstairs, to the left is my husband's room, then you have my room, and then a bigger room is the washroom. Now, if he got flooding last year in his room, we're able to brush the water all into the sub pump well in there. There's nowhere to brush the water to in here. So this was it was like the first time where it was like ankle deep, and there's no way to brush water. So we had to soak up all the water, like wring out all the towels, wash all the towels, dry all the towels, and then like use other things. It was too late at night to go get a wet vac, and it was too pressing of a matter just to let water sit there. So it was a very, very stressful situation. Yeah, I have a nice size. I'm not complaining. I have a lot of stuff. I have a very nice size. I have no complaints, but I don't have the sub pump near me. So on my side, I don't have it. The sub pump is on his side in the washroom, and so I had nowhere to actually move the flow of water. So it was a very stressful situation, and the aftermath is still happening, and it's just like I came down here and I was a little bit sad instead of happy, but then I was thinking, you know what? I have everything still. Everyone's alive. Everyone's okay. The electricity didn't like trigger off, or oh, there's a bright side to this, and that's kind of how I work. There's always going to be some kind of darkness, but I have a tendency of trying to look to the light. So that's what I'm trying to do. There's so many things could have got ruined that didn't get ruined, but the things that did, I gotta let it go and just keep progressing forward. Yeah, a lot of people said bins. Kindle, well, the thing is that we were separating stuff. So luckily, I'm really blessed on this. We were separating things, so I was separating things, taking things out of the drawer. So for some odd reason, something told me to put all my fabric on my ironing board over there. But I was separating corks, vinyls, and water resistant and waterproof canvas, so that way he usually rolls them up and puts them in bins for me. So most of the stuff was rolled up and put in bins, but there was some stuff that was still left behind because we were still working on it, and it happened. Oh, oh, I want to go to the strawberries and pick berries. Have a good day, Lynette. Okay. Yeah, it's everyone has different spaces. Like I I when when my kids get older, I'm gonna keep what I plan on doing is keeping one room as a guest room so that they can come back and stay. And then I'm going to move Kendall's man cave upstairs so I could have right across from him. And I'm actually going to, my goal, my dream, I don't know how realistic this is to turn that into a full bathroom. And then off the washroom, I want to have like get cabinets done everywhere so that everything's out of sight when you walk into the washroom. The washroom's room is a really big room. Um, so that is my dream, to move him out so I could have a full bathroom down here because there's not a bathroom down here. And then when I look at other people's listings in my area, they always have a full bathroom, and I'm like, I want like something really cool where like it's all like, I don't know, it feels like a spa, all gray, like slabstone and all that stuff. Yep. Yep. Oh my god, the backups. I hate my sub pump. My sub pump is older than I am. And like, so we keep saying when we have people like come and check the house and do like, AC, pumps, heater, everything, like all the maintenance you must do when you own a home. And everybody's like, oh, it's a good one. And to me, I hate it. First, it makes this incredibly knocking sound. Have you guys ever heard like a doo 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 in the background? If it was raining, that is my sub pump. It's super annoying. And like I swear, when it rains, and I live in Maryland, so you have to understand, it rains more than it doesn't rain. Okay, so my eye ticks like Captain Hook, like every time the sub pump makes that sound. But yes, I was like this close to breaking on Friday. I mean on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's very intense when you just like lose a lot of stuff and you just blame yourself, like shoulda, coulda, woulda kind of things. But again, no damage to the house, nobody's hurt, and we were able to work as a family unit to pick it up. Yeah, that knocking sucks, right? Like seriously, if you guys have a sub pump, then you can raise your hand with me. That sub pump situation, that knocking, I'm like, it drives me absolutely batshit crazy. So if it's ever raining and you hear a weird knocking, now you know what it is. Just like Patreon probably heard Loki snore so loud yesterday because I was in the living room because there was nowhere to film down here like I normally do. And the Wi-Fi is so bad, and all my neighbors are saying it because of the flooding. Our Verizon box is like right in front of our house, and we think that water got in, and that one box is like the whole row of people. So, like, I was trying not to laugh yesterday when I was trying to show how to make modifications to the bag. But Loki was like, had his head hanging over the couch, and he was just like straight up snoring. I was like, I went back to watch it, and I can hear him. He sounds like a little baby pig snoring in the background. It was kind of cute, though, because he's super cute. He could do no wrong in my eyes. He's perfect. So, yeah, there's that. And he can't come down here. He was mad. Because the floors, even though they're dry, it's cold, and I have fans on versus having a space heater, and he has 0 to no hair, so I don't want him to freeze his little butt off. And he's not little, I know. So yeah, that's all I'm doing today. I'm not really doing very much. I'm just gonna be hanging, probably FaceTiming friends, trying to, lift up the spirits, and I gotta try to get into see an ENT again about my nose, because this situation right here, I cannot breathe. Oh yeah, Luna's is a gorgeous dog. She's gorgeous. Loki will be a little bit more interesting to breed. I do think people would be receptive to him because if you do go to So Magical, sometimes Kayla's dog, Zeus, is there. And people are not afraid of him. So I feel like people wouldn't be intimidated by Loki. Loki has the most biggest eyes in the world, so I feel like people will just give him treats and food because everybody gives him food when he sees him. Like, they're like, oh, he's 150 pounds. I guess he needs my food. No, that's not how, he's not a horse, and he does not need to eat everything that you eat. So, yeah, every time someone sees him, they're like giving him food. And I'm like, he eats a lot, okay? Oh. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes when dogs play with each other, they get anxiety. You can see it at the parks. Like, I like going to the dog parks, but I hate going to the dog parks because some dogs are socially awkward. Some dogs have anxiety. They're just like us, and they're a real good replication of their human. So, like, Loki is like very playful, and he isn't skittish, but he likes to sit down and tilt his head and watch things before he goes into it. So I don't know. He's an interesting dog. Like, again, if I had a camera on him, you guys would die laughing between his daily dalliances with different wildlife in our area and just random things that he does. Just he does very random things, but you gotta love him. Um, so that's it for right now. I hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to show you a bag and yeah, that's it. So I hope everyone has a really good Thursday. Do what you ever do, whether you're sewing, going to work, whatever you're doing, just have a good day and know that somebody's out here thinking about you and wishing happy thoughts for you. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.